Man, it's been a while since I've heard from the General. Something strange about this situation. I better try to call into home base. Come in, General Romeo. This is Shiro Base. Come in, General.
Hello. Oh, hello. Yes. Welcome to Romeo's Used Car. General Romeo here. How can I help you on a deal? On your mission today.
General? This is Dallas from Shiro Base. It's been like nearly 4 months since we've heard from you. Is everything okay?
Yes. Well, you see, we had some technical, hey. Oh, hello. What are you doing here at General Romeo's Used Car Lots? What are you doing with that silver string thing? No, I don't think it should go around my neck.
Oh,
Thank good news you distracted him. I knew this confusing Dallas, but I am the real General Romeo. These imposters have had me locked up for months.
This explains why we haven't had any missions from you in so long.
Indeed. Now listen, I have a lot of cleanup work here, but I need you to jump back on mission. I know the Shiro Base has been docked with a space station hovering around the planet Geekery for a few months now, working on Operation The Bottom Shelf. But I need you to branch off and continue Operation The Gundam Watch. I have 2 very important missions I need you to take on.
Roger that, sir. I'm listening.
Good. First, this is high priority. We've received a new signal, very, very small, very short. It involves something called Mobile Suit Gundam Requiem for Vengeance. I need you and your squad to give us your initial thoughts on this and then give us more detailed reports as more signals come through.
Roger that, sir. We shall listen and give our initial thoughts on this new signal. But what's the second thing?
Yes, I need you to continue investigating the signals classified as Mobile Suit Gundam Wing. We are transmitting you the signals 16 through 20 now. Prepare a report on these by next week.
Aye, sir. My squad and I will get on this right away.
Good man. Now, if you excuse me, I need to get back and fix this mess left by all these imposters. General Romeo has never given up on the fight, and he won't start now.
So it was at that point I said, Bennett, nah, bro, you broke it.
Whoa, that is savage, man.
I am so glad you guys are here. Hey, guys, we just got some new commands from the General.
Oh,
at least
really?
I think it's the
I haven't
General.
heard from him in a while.
I'm a little late.
Wait, is that show still a thing?
Supposedly. Hold on a second. Let me check the database. Yep, we still have an intro. Let's check it out.
Okay.
General Romeo coming in, begin transmission. Should you accept it now, here's your mission. Take your pilot seat and turn on your television. Logging into the Gundam Watch. What is a Gundam? We're gonna answer that question. From back in the classics to the newer expansion. Explore the lore with Dallas Moore and Branson. Welcome to the Gundam Watch. Moyagare, come and join the Gundam Watch. Moyagare, come and join the Gundam Watch. Yamigaeru, come and join the Gundam Watch. Romeo, Gandamu, come and join the Gundam Watch. Brought to you by Geek Devotions comes another podcast to keep your feet in motion. Listening close and see what's all the commotion. Logging into the Gundam Watch. Dallas and Branson bringing their fandom to you with the passion of the veteran instructing the new. We're diving deep, but this ain't Bees, Views, and Reviews. Welcome to the Gundam Watch.
Hello, Gundam fans, and those who would like to become Gundam fans. Welcome to the Gundam Watch, the podcast where we are checking out Mobile Suit Gundam, and we're asking ourselves, I don't know what the intro is anymore. That's how long it's been since we've done this, ladies and gentlemen. It's been that long since the General has given us instructions. And ladies and gentlemen, we are kicking off.
Version.
We are kicking it off. It was a midweek move, wasn't it? This is part of the Geek Devotions Network, podcast extension of Geek Devotions, the show from devoted geeks who are devoted to let know that they are loved. And ladies and gentlemen, I am joined here on Shiro Base with some amazing individuals that you guys have hopefully missed in our hiatus. Starting off here at the bottom of my screen, Mr. The Man in Red, John. How are you? How you doing, sir?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? This is the third podcast I've recorded today, so I'm so ready for sleep.
Totally get that. And then joining me also is our co-pilot, Mr. Branson Boykin. How you doing, bro?
Hey, howdy, guys. Glad to be here.
Yeah. And then join us for our sanity's sake, our resident LPC, my sister, Demara.
Hello, I came prepared for therapy today, y'all.
Good.
She brought her healing radiation. It's called the Demara wave.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, guys, let's jump into it. The commander has given us some new orders, and there is a new Mobile Suit series coming out.
Didn't they just have a new Mobile Suit series that just came out?
They did, and it's already gone 2 seasons, and the series is now over.
These kids. Back in my day when Mobile Suit series came out, there was at least a year between series.
But John, you're on the show as a newbie. What do you mean back in your day?
How about you shut up?
You are the new weeb. But we're not sure when this comes out yet. We just have the teaser, and it's a series called Mobile Suit Gundam Requiem for Vengeance. And this is a mini series they have coming out. And so we're going to go ahead into the viewing pod here in a second and talk about it. But just real quick, off the top of your heads, what are your guys' expectations for what we're about to see? We'll start with Demara.
Okay, so I'm going to hope it's not cheesy because, they got some history. But I don't know. I like Gundam, so this could go smoothly and awesome.
That's fair. John, you're the newest to the Gundam world. So what are your expectations? Because you came on with a new series already. You're going back in time with us to the 90s for Gundam Wing. This is another new series. What are your expectations?
I am hoping for more high school drama.
Okay.
I want all the high school drama. I want boyfriends and girlfriends and teenage intrigue and who's dating who. And maybe it's not the Gundam show that I'm into.
Oh my goodness!
Gundam at Valley High.
Branson, I'm telling you, watch Witch from Mercury, and you'll understand what I'm talking about.
But
I've actually seen. I've seen a couple of episodes of Witch from Mercury, so I pick up on the high school drama a little bit.
We may need to do a Witch from Mercury wrap up because you haven't finished Witch from Mercury yet, have you, John?
I haven't. I discovered the dubs because they started putting out the dubs, and I got caught up to where I was with the subs on the dubs, and then I forgot.
Understood.
He sounds like he's freestyle rapping.
Yep.
Well,
that's for you, AC Peckham.
All right, Branson, AC Peckham, the one who did our theme song, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes,
Check him out. Link in the show notes below. Branson, what are your expectations?
I don't know what I expect. I can tell you what I'm hoping for.
Okay.
So far, from what we have seen, I've thoroughly enjoyed Gundam Wing the most because I like the variety of the Gundams. There's a bunch of different types. It's not just one main suit. But I enjoy the war aspect of the original movies as far as storytelling goes. So what I would like to see is maybe a mixture of those two.
Okay.
Something more focused on war story, but with a bunch of different Gundams instead of just one main one.
I get that. Well, my expectations are, I'm really not sure. Having seen many new Gundams come out over the years, they're very different. The rumor is that from what I've heard is that this does take place in the UC era. So, not at the moment, not really sure where, but we will find out some information with this trailer we're about to watch. So if you have not seen the trailer, you're listening and you're like, well, I want to hear this. I want to watch this trailer before the guys talk about it. There will be a link in the show notes below for the Gundam Info YouTube channel, which is the official YouTube for Gundam. where you guys can watch the same trailer that we're about to watch. So, to the viewing pods, ladies and gentlemen. And we are back from the viewing pods, having watched this very quick trailer. So,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get into this. Again, this is all speculation. It's only a 45-second episode. We've already spent more time talking about the trailer than the trailer actually is. So,
to be fair, that's pretty par for the course for this show.
True story. So let's get on to it, guys. Let's jump into it. What are our thoughts on it? Open mic. Epic?
Epic. That the graphics are phenomenal.
Mm.
I'm ready to see the next trailer, see if we can't get a catch of that storyline.
Yeah.
See,
go ahead, Branson.
I was going to say, I agree with Demera in that the graphics look epic. They look good.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm always concerned that when you change up the medium too much, it changes the effect. So far, all of the Gundams that I've watched have been traditionally animated, and it just has a certain look and a certain feel about that.
Right.
And like, if this were just a straight up regular sci-fi movie taking place in space with regular mechs, I'd be all, oh yeah, this is going to be great. But the fact that I know it's supposed to be Gundam, and I have a certain idea in my mind of what Gundam is supposed to look like, I'm afraid that's not going to translate well.
I get that.
So I'm not saying it will. I'm cautiously hesitant. The story is probably going to be great, but as far as the look of it, I may have to get used to
it. I can understand that completely. John, what are your thoughts, man?
Let me tell you a story about a time not too terribly long ago when I was a fan of a video game called Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
Several years after Final Fantasy VII was a thing, there was a movie released called Final Fantasy VII Advent Children.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And it was the first time they had done a movie that was based in narrative of a Final Fantasy game.
Right.
And there was a lot of excitement to see everybody's favorite characters rendered in, at the time, top of the line CGI, fully voiced out, a fully fleshed out plot. Big deal, right? And there was excitement about it in the pre-release.
Right.
And then the movie dropped. Wasn't great. I own it because I'm a Final Fantasy fanboy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not great. Now, I have the same excitement for seeing this trailer, but my history with Advent Children is making me withdraw from it to a certain degree, because where it looks fantastic, and I'm excited about the fact that it's rendered in UE. Okay. Unreal Engine is like the primo software when it comes to rendering video games. So to see something of it in a cinematic scope rendered completely in Unreal Engine is a big deal to me. So I have excitement about that because I know what Unreal Engine is capable of.
Right.
However, I get concerned that when the big emphasis is on what it looks like, because I have seen these things turn into style over substance so many times. So I will say I am excited, but I have reservations about it because of the fact that I've seen this go sideways so many times. I love the idea of it as much as I love the idea of a live action Gundam movie. But we've seen what a live action Gundam movie can be.
Yeah.
And as such, like what Branson said, when you change the mediums, you increase the quality in one spot, there's a possibility of decreasing quality in other areas.
Right.
So
I totally get that.
I am reservedly excited about it. I'll put it like that.
That's fair. That's completely fair. And I'm with you on that. I have seen franchises make these jumps graphically. The first franchise I ever saw trying to make a graphic change was Voltron. Back in the mid 90s, I think, late 90s. I can't remember now. It had to be late 90s because I think it was Technology Gundam. But they tried doing the 3D Voltron.
Yeah.
And it was not good. It was, in fact, I think it was even called Voltron 3D. I can't remember now, but it was pretty terrible.
Yeah.
That being said,
that was the one where Zarkon was reformed and actually tried to help the Alliance bring peace.
It was so bad. I don't remember the storyline.
Yeah. I think I remember the one you're talking about. I saw like 2 or 3 episodes, and you're right. It was not good.
Like, we were kids. Not the one that came out back in 2017. And I only had that date in my head because we just did we just released one of the Garden Files, one of the lost episodes for Com Talk, where we talked about it. But like I said, I've seen stuff go sideways before. However, visually right now, I'm looking at it. It looks fascinating, and I'm intrigued by the concepts. I did some digging into it. Gundam.info has a lot of information about it, and there's the team that's working on it's pretty solid. You have the guy that worked on Tekken Bloodline, Transformers Cyberverse, and Marvel's Spider-Man video game. It's being directed by the guy who did Biohazard, Infinite Darkness, Star Citizen video game, and then executive producer by Gavin High Knight and Sunrise's Nahiro Ogata. And I brought that out because the first 2 people, they're European, they're Westerners, but Sunrise is directly involved. Like, they're not going to let this run away like what happened in the Canadian movie that we saw several while back. And apparently,
I will say the fact that you brought up Tekken Bloodline, that's not something to be too excited about.
I enjoyed Tekken Bloodline personally. So, but Transformers Cyberverse was a great series. So, but at the same time, one of the things we talked about is this is telling the story of the First War. Now, it's weird because it says it takes place in UC 79, but also says it's 11 months after the Revolution. So I'm wondering if it's like 11 months after the start of the series, the original series, or if it's 11 months after the end of everything. But it's this is from the view of a Zaku pilot. Like, the entire thing at this time is the 1 year war from the view of one of the Xeon soldiers.
Okay, so we might see the Gundam suit once,
maybe,
or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
They put out some pre-production video or images out on Twitter. I sent you guys a picture of it in our chat of what it looks like. It's on, like, kind of like the we'll see a Gundam that looks like it's in the in-between period between it being a specialized unit and it becoming the GMs, the general units they put out. One person I saw talking about that they're theorizing this is going to be similar to the what's the word I'm looking for? The MS-08 team series, which was a very much raw and gritty, boots on the ground, frontline series, which was, in my opinion, one of the best Gundam series that was produced. It's one of those ones I'm excited for us as a team to get to eventually. This is taking place mostly on the Western Front of the war, and it's only 6 episodes. So I'm excited about it, and I'm excited to get into it. I hope it does well.
I'm looking at the picture here. The Zaku suit looks pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
The Gundam, it looks like Gunpla. I mean, and see, that's what I'm talking about. When it's hand drawn in a cartoon, they're able to just do things stylistically that I have in my mind as this is Gundam that I don't know that you're going to be able to do with a 3D rendered image. There are certain poses and visual effects that the more realistic you get, the less cool it looks. Like for example, if you look at Golden Age Batman's outfit on the comic book page, it looks menacing.
Right.
When you look at the 1940s serials, it looks like a homemade costume. Like there's nothing scary about it. Even though you could say it was comics accurate, but changing it to live action, it lost something.
Right.
And I'm looking at this and thinking, it looks like somebody got their toy out and they're going to play with it. You know?
I get it. Now we're just looking at a picture. I am curious about how it's going to play out. There was a series. It was a mini series that came out years and years ago. Because this is not the first time that we've done something from a Zeon point of view. There was a mini series called Mobile Suit Igloo, which was also done in 3D. And it was from the Zeon point of view, and I think it was when they were creating one of the machines of war that they had. Might have been early stages of the Zaku. And it was one of those things where I saw images of it first, and it was rough. Like it was rough. Now this is like the time frame of this was super early. But when you watched it, the way that they did it, there was a grittiness to it that actually worked. So my hope is that they'll do that the grittiness of what war would be, we won't have another G-Savior situation. Cool.
All
Any
right.
last thoughts? No? Okay, cool beans.
After listening to the general's orders, I think I want noodles now.
I mean... Oh my goodness.
I could go for some wonton noodles.
All right.
You asked for thoughts. He gave you thoughts.
He gave me thoughts on the General's Cajun accent. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Gundam Watch. This is our mini episode where we're looking at... I just broke Branson for a second. But Mobile Suit Gundam Requiem for Vengeance. Let me hear your guys' thoughts. Reach out to us on our social media platforms. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and on Facebook. Just look for the Gundam Watch. And until next time,